Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Daily Business Brief, brought to you by Heritage Capital. I'm Alex Kellison, and joining us today is Barbara Karasek from Paradise Advertising. Good morning, Barbara. How are you?
Good morning. Doing great. Thanks for having. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well, and thanks for joining us. You know, we were chatting a little bit before and talking about some changes that your organization is going under. But what I was interested in learning about more was your philosophy on leadership and how that's changing and evolving. Could you talk a little bit about that particular aspect of the organizational change?
Yeah, as leaders, we're constantly, evolving and growing and learning from others and listening to, the world around us, right, and what's impacting our daily lives as an owner of a company, as the CEO, and steering the ship, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
For us, we took last year to really dive into what does it mean about leadership? What does it mean to be leaders at any level of the organization? And it's creating this mantra, if you will, of being bigger than oneself,
Mm-hmm.
and taking that one step further. Typically leadership is defined as, rallying others towards a common cause. And while noble, I think right now the younger generation and some, societal and global worldliness events are challenging us all to really think, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And how can we evolve what leadership looks like? And that's what we've done for our organization.
And how long has that been contemplated? Is that something relatively new, or have you been stewing on it for a while?
That's a great question. We wanted our team to feel involved and part of the process. We also wanted to really understand what that culture of individuals look like. You have to deal with, we've over 40, almost 50 people at our company, mid-40s of staff, and everybody's different personalities. Everybody's motivated by different things. Everybody's different skill sets, different propensities of opinions and thoughts. So we wanted everybody to feel part of the process. So engagement meetings, surveys, and then we also talked to and did surveys with our client partners and our media partners and the partners that our company works with, mm-hmm. to really get a full service look at what do they perceive of us, what are we doing well as leaders, what are we doing in areas that need maybe some refinement or improvement, and what do we really stand for, what's our purpose, what's our mission, what's our vision, what's our new 5 core values that we're getting ready to launch with the company. Mm-hmm. So it's been about an 8-month process, and I think we're going to be so much better for it moving forward.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Have you had any challenges or pushback, maybe from older generations of partners or people in the firm or others that you've surveyed when you've sort of preemptively thought about this change?
No, oddly enough, you ask the right questions, you're going to get a lot of opinions and perspectives, and mm-hmm. Inherently they said, wow, we should be doing this for our organization. So I think we're hoping to inspire this movement. But you'd also be surprised to really understand the heartstrings of our team. And I think sometimes if you don't allow that vehicle for others to be vulnerable and heard and listened to, you may not really understand who you want to be and where you want to take the company, but also inspire that movement of the next generation. And it's really important in our business to do that.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anything different between when you started on this journey of evaluating, making the change, to now being, sounds like, at the cusp of implementing it? Anything that changed your mind or was significantly different from the beginning to now?
Yeah, our team, we're a full service advertising agency, and we only work with hospitality, tourism, destinations. Mm-hmm. And what we have found is our team really has gravitated towards their purpose and their mission, and not losing sight of that every day, that what we do impacts communities and livelihoods for generations to come. We also are gravitating towards a different word than leadership, and we're gravitating towards stewardship. Mm. And stewardship is more service driven. Mm-hmm. It's a fire in your belly to serve others, and caring about what we call the welfare of others. And those two things, importantly for us, the others are defined as people and the planet. Mm-hmm. And that to us was a really pivotal component of the research, right? Mm-hmm. Data-led, insights, if you will, for our company, but really focusing on the word stewardship. And that was a surprise aha moment to me, that it wasn't about leadership anymore. It's about stewarding our leaders forward. And that was a real pivotal component for us.
Yeah.
That was a surprise and a delight.
Yeah, it's a really subtle change in wording, but it has the power to completely reorient the way
That's
everything
right.
that you do. And I think that's a good place to wrap things up. Is
Yeah.
sometimes leaders have to reorganize, reshuffle, and refocus, if you will. And it sounds like your organization has really become more service-driven, steward-driven, as opposed to the traditional way, maybe top-down, looking at profit motive and how do we become more efficient and lean and make more money. But I think if you look at it from the other way around, how do we build a machine that's really geared towards our goals, then all of those other things that we want will come naturally out of it.
No better time than the beginning of a year to get this off the ground to the world, and we'll be over the next 4 to 6 weeks we'll be dripping that out into the world, and hopefully encouraging more business leaders like myself.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you will be very happy with the recommendation.